Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And this one too low.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope that they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the discussion of how would this offense respond in week 1, game 1 of the season, boom, they come out, get the football, score.
It's funny, didn't we ask them that question in our meetings, Brandon?
We did.
How are you going to respond? I think we got our answer, didn't we?
We did.
Straight down the field, well done.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action, Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Corral. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they'll take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Corral. That caught by Trimble. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And I don't think any of us are surprised when we see Matt Corral make throws like this, because he earned a reputation out of school for challenging defenses at every opportunity, and he has more than enough arm to do so. Quarterback situation.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On first down, it's Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football
their own 35-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Corral looking to pass, second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing you cannot do, they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fielded at the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Fakes a handoff here. Corral. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Corral with it on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Chubb on the counter. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Taking it about the 16. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Corral. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, 76 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Watson. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 51 yards. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Boy, effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was a touchdown Panthers. DJ Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Watson.
And this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now here's another interception. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd and 9, Corral. A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Second and 10, Corral.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Corral takes a shotgun snap.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Watson on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Play action here. Corral.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Corral, another throw coming.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Mitchell.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And he will get this to the midfield strike, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Here comes Grant on the return.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
A 1st down throw here for Corral. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 74 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Panthers, it's a fantastic start.